Good afternoon. Hello from Columbus, Ohio. My name is Hugh B. White, and I'm a partner at Aspire Benefit Services, and we created the MyBenefitsComparison.com private exchange. Also on the call with me today are my business partner, Luke Murray, and Ryan Gibson, our sales executive. I'm really excited to talk to you today about recent features and enhancements to the MyBenefitsComparison.com private exchange. We'll be covering the following areas: why MyBenefitsComparison.com, how you can now offer 10 carriers and 20 plus products with one link, how MyBenefitsComparison.com works, creating your MyBenefitsComparison.com private exchange if you haven't already done so, the carriers and products, why someone should purchase the product, who's the target market, and what plan designs are they buying, the agent back room, and the support area. First of all, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about why we created MyBenefitsComparison.com. We recognize how difficult open enrollment is for you as an agent. You can relate to this, I'm sure. You're basically drinking from a fire hose for 2 months, trying to take care of all your individual clients' needs, both under 65 and over 65. And due to the way open enrollment is structured, there's virtually no time to discuss other products that complement the health insurance plan. Now, contrast that and think about an employee who works for a large company. They're in a totally different situation. Every year they get a packet of materials or can go online and choose the health insurance plan that best fits their needs. So there's no rush, and they also have access to many other products that may appeal to them personally. Some voluntary, some employer paid, but they have a much bigger selection from which to choose from. People like you, me, sole proprietors, owners of small businesses, and people who work for companies that don't provide benefits, we just don't have that luxury. There are many valuable products out there that are available to individuals and families, and most don't even know they exist. And even if they did, there's just no way for you as an agent to offer them in an effective and efficient manner and make money. So now you have a dilemma. More than ever, your individual and family clients need your professional guidance. It's difficult and time-consuming to expand your product offerings. When you think about what's involved to offer new products, it can really be overwhelming. First, you have to make the commitment to offer additional products to better serve your clients. This is a big decision and actually a change in behavior for many of us. I've been in the business over 30 years, and it took me a long time to see the value of many of the products we have on MyBenefitsComparison.com. I finally came to the realization that I was actually doing the agents I work with and their clients a disservice by not introducing these products to them. You need to make a commitment to dedicate your time and resources if you're going to enhance your product offerings. Then it gets even more cumbersome because you have to choose the carrier, you have to choose the products, you have to enter into new relationships, you have to get appointed. Then after that, you have to learn the product. You have to know how to quote it. You have to keep brochures, keep them up to date. You have to know what the applications are, know the underwriting procedures, who to submit the business to, and then service it. Well, we're going to make this easy for you. Why MyBenefitsComparison.com? It was created for you, the trusted professional insurance agent. MyBenefitsComparison.com leverages technology to enable you to better serve your individual and family clients in an effective and efficient manner and make money while doing so. It allows you to provide Fortune 500 company benefits to your individual and family clients, and you don't have to become an expert on each product that you decide you want to offer. When we set out to create MyBenefitsComparison.com, we first looked at the products large companies are offering their employees and decided what products to include on the MyBenefitsComparison.com private exchange. Then we went out and contracted with the carrier we felt offered the best product in that space and put all this in one easy-to-use, simple platform. Humbly, we feel that we've done a lot of the work for you. We have best-in-class carriers. As for the carriers, we looked at the following: financial stability, brand recognition and reputation, service and claims adjudication, technology, and they had to be able to offer individual products that there was no employer-employee relationship needed, and anyone can purchase products offered on the private exchange and pay for them with an ACH or credit card. Now that open enrollment's over and this time of year, it's a perfect time to circle back and let your clients know you are more equipped than ever to help them. Share with them you've expanded the portfolio of products you offer them as individuals and families to meet their specific needs. We want to help you better serve your clients and generate additional revenue at the same time. So let's dig in and see how we can use mybenefitscomparison.com to grow your business. So here's our unique link. And like I said earlier, you're going to have the opportunity to write 10 different carriers and 20 different products with one link. So this will be the link that comes up when you share your link with your clients and prospects. You also have the ability to promote yourself, your agency, your phone number, your email address all appears here. You can upload your logo. And then the intake screen, there's this 3 simple data points to input: the zip code, the date of birth, and the gender. And this screen is real important because what happens here is this dictates what products are displayed. So for instance, if somebody is 64 or older, Medicare supplement will appear. If they're under age 64, it won't. If they're over age 50, some of the whole life products will appear. If they're under, it won't. If some of the products aren't available in specific states, based on the information that's entered right here, depending on what state you're in, the zip code dictates what products are available. So you hit continue here. And once you hit continue, you'll see that what we've done is we've actually created a lead section. And the only people that will see this are you as the agent when you share that proprietary link that we did on the screen before. So I'm going to complete this real quick. And then there's a tobacco question here that needs to be answered before you can proceed. If you'd like, you can add dependents. In the state of Ohio, Indiana, and West Virginia, we have pet insurance. So if somebody resides in one of those states and you have a PNC license, you have the ability to offer pet insurance. And this is the pre-screening area. It's not required. But if somebody has medical conditions and they check one of these boxes and we know that they wouldn't qualify for one of the products, then it won't be displayed. But again, that's optional. Then you would hit View Plans. And boom, here you go. 10 carriers, 20 plus products, all at your fingertips. Everything you need is right here. It looks like a product offering a large employer, right? What you can do is you can scroll down through here. You can see all the rates. Again, the information that was entered on the first screen will dictate all these. I'll go into a little more detail a little later on each of the different products. But right now, I just want to show you real quick how it would work should somebody make application. So let's just look at the dental plan. We scroll down here. You'll see that we have Dental Care Plus in Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky. Let's just choose the Spirit Dental Plan right here. These are our good folks from Direct Benefits up in Minneapolis, and Tom Mayer and his team that provide this product. And if somebody's interested, all they need to do is they would just hit the Enroll Now button. And for the first time, what they would be prompted to do is they now have to create an account to make a purchase, just like anybody would normally on the internet. So what they would be doing right here is entering their information. I already have an account, so I'll just go ahead and enter it. And then I'm going to have a password when I do that, and I hit agree. What would happen is when I hit sign up, it takes me to the screen where I can go right in. So be that I already have an account, I'm just going to go ahead and log in. And it's going to take me to the application. And it's as simple as that. So on here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to input my date of birth, my zip code I live in, who the coverage is for. And you can see on here, if I try to enter a date like today, it's not going to let me. So it'll tell me that I can't start the policy on the same date. So there's edits in here that safeguard against false information being entered. So I can just use this date, hit continue. You can see that it shows my information here. I could hit continue right here. And it automatically defaults to adding a dependent. And the reason for that is that people were missing it and not filling it out. So if there is no dependent, you have to hit remove and then hit continue. And then here's where you would enter your credit card or ACH information. We do not store the information. We encrypt it and pass it along to the carrier, and then it disappears. And then once I do this and I agree to the two terms and I hit continue, all my data is sent directly encrypted via API to the insurance carrier. Your commission codes are embedded in the system, and I'll show you that in a little bit, and the policy will be issued and you're done. It's as simple as that. So now you've seen how my benefits comparison works and saw the products. And again, I'll go into more detail on that later. But now we're going to circle back and show you how you can easily create your own private exchange, promote your agency, and make money. So I'm going to log out of here. For those of you who already haven't created an account, I'm going to show you how you can create a private exchange in less than an hour. And actually, to set up the account, it's extremely simple. You can create your account, upload your logo in less than 5 minutes. You can choose the carriers and the products you want in less than 5 minutes. The biggest commitment you're going to have to make is once you choose which carriers and products you want to write, you have to get appointed with each and every one. We've put everything online for all of our carriers in an easy to use online appointment system. But be it that there's 10 different carriers, it can take a little time to go through and get appointed with each one. I'll touch on that in a little later. And then lastly, once you start getting approved by the carriers and getting your writing links and your commission codes, you have to go back into My Benefits Comparison and enter those in the system. Once you do that, the system is then live and can accept sales. So to create an account, all you would do is hit create the account here. And you can see that what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've input the information that's necessary to create an account. So this is just our account here. I have my name, my national producer number, the agency, the rest of my information here. And then what happens here is that I need to create an email address and a password that I'm going to use to access the back room in my account. So my email address is going to be info@mybenefitscomparison.com, and I've established a password. So once I hit sign up, what happens is that I'm then taken into the back room. So as I mentioned, I need my email address and I need my password. And this is going to take me to your agent or my agent dashboard. And this is a very, very important area. You'll see that there's numerous tools here. And you can also see that all these tabs up here at the top, what they will do is they're all separate areas for you to manage your account. So for instance, under your agency, when you created your account, it'll automatically take you to this next screen. I've already done all this, but what you'll do is you'll actually create a custom handle that will be the end of your proprietary link or URL. So we put in here Aspire Benefits. It's just going to be right here. If you don't put anything in here, it defaults to your NPN number. You'll see that you can upload a logo, and you can see exactly how, when you share your link, how it's going to look. So there's a preview here. You can change this any way you want. You can see as you make changes, it changes it over here. This is not hard-coded information. The information that you completed when you created the account on that first screen is hard-coded. That has your name, your agency name, your address, your numbers, and everything else. You can put whatever you want in here. You can label it any way you want and brand it any way you want. And it's a really good idea to bookmark your URL. So what you want to do is this is a little touchy, but you want to take this and then copy it, bring it up here, paste it in here, and then bookmark it depending on what kind of browser you're using. And that way it'll always appear. Mine is right here, and that's what I do so I can easily access the exchange. Let's go back to the dashboard. And a really neat new feature is we now have the ability to look at leads. So as an example, you'll see that when I showed you the intake screen a couple minutes ago, I inputted Vicki White. So Vicki White visited my portal. So now I can see that Vicki White was in here. And Vicki White was in here visiting my portal. I now have the ability to email her and ask her if I can help her with anything, or I can send her a proposal. If I send her a proposal, I can send the proposal from right here to Vicki or any one of these folks. But if somebody hasn't logged in yet and used my portal, there's a new proposal feature right here that I'm able to send. I enter the information. And we'll make it non-tobacco. We don't want pet insurance right now. There's no reckless op. That's for the accident plan or any of these conditions. And then we're just going to make it simple, and we're going to send a dental and a vision proposal. So when I hit view plans, what's going to happen is that right here, it's going to give me all the plans that are available. And then as I look through them, generally on the dental and the vision plan, the network is going to dictate the product. So on all of these, you can just hit the drop down and you can real easily just do a dental search or a vision search. Once I've decided that, hey, I'm going to make a recommendation to you, or maybe I just want to show them all, I can then hit this feature and hit send proposal. I can then input the email address where I'm sending it to. I can send John here a message and say, hey, John, please look over the link below and let me know what you think, or let me know when I should get back to you. And when I hit send, it automatically sends John the email. And in there, it sends him a link. And that link, it goes right back to here. And it goes back to show him those plans. He doesn't have to log in or anything else. So really, really nice feature. Agents are having a lot of success with this. 75% of the proposals sent out are being viewed, and the close rate's extremely high. So let's go back to the dashboard. Some of the other new features are you can share your custom URL with social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. You can also share it via email. So just click on one of these buttons and it'll pop up, and you can type whatever you want in there and it'll share your custom URL. If you click on my agency, we've started an ad marketplace beta. You can see that there's ready to use ads. They're all already available for Facebook. So this is the identity theft, the pet insurance, telemedicine, and promote your agency. We're constantly adding more, so please check back here. But just a real easy way to promote your private exchange on your Facebook or other social media type things. If you click this, it actually opens up your Facebook. You could say something like, don't work for a large employer. Need benefits. We have you covered. So just as simple as that. And if we exit out of here, I'm going to leave this page. And if we go back to the dashboard, the other thing that's being built out is your book of business. So you will be able to view all of your business through your private exchange. You'll see on here that you can just use the drop down. You can see when the plan was effective, what the monthly premium was, what the total is, what company and what plan they purchased. And then in the product section, this is going to be real important in this section. So what you're going to do is when you click add products, all the products that are available to you are going to be right here. They're going to be icons with their logos. And you can just click add, and that'll add the product to your portal. Once you add the product to the portal, you then have to get appointed before you're able to sell it. Like I mentioned earlier, there's nothing here because all of our products have already been added. So to view where they would appear in that area, you would go to manage products. So this is the area where you activate your carrier and your product after you've received your commission codes and links back from the individual insurance companies. So you can see right here for Ameritas as an example, Ameritas underwrites the Prime Star product and also the vision plan. They also underwrite the Spirit Dental and Direct Vision plans. So you would just input the code in here, and then you would click active. You would check this box. And once there's a code, an accurate code, and the box is checked, you're now able to write business using your mybenefitscomparison.com private exchange. If for any reason you don't want to show a product to a person, you can just unclick the box, and when they enter their information on that intake screen, when they enter their information right there, when they get to the two screens later, it's not going to show that product because the box wasn't checked. And if we go back up to the product section, this is where you would click for your contracting. This is going to take you to all the contracting. And I mentioned that once again, we use the Assurance-based SureLC appointment system. And I'm not going to go into this in great detail right now, but I did want to bring your attention to it. This is where you would go to get appointed. And what you're going to do is you're going to click New User. And the information is pulled from NIPR. So you're either going to enter your social security number and your last name or your resident license numbers. And you're going to hit next. And then it's going to send an email to you so you can activate your account. So this is totally separate and apart from your mybenefitscomparison.com account and private exchange. This is where you actually would get appointed with each and every carrier. And I'll go through that in a little more detail in a few minutes. Now we're going to go back and look at the products in a little more detail. Remember, I said we're going to make this easy for you, and we will, and that you don't have to be an expert on each and every product you offer. Now we're going to dig in a little deeper on each product. So I wanted to show you a couple things. In this area right here, we have an MBC product sales guide. So in this product sales guide, what we've done is we've created a cheat sheet that basically shows you who the carrier is, the product is, why purchase the product, who is interested, and what's the popular benefit plan. So you can use this to scroll down and see all the different products that are available. Now, when we go back in here, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about each product at a high level. And again, you can use the little cheat sheet there as a resource. The other thing that we're doing is that we are creating very short videos that you'll be able to position the products more appropriately with your clients to make it easier for you to close sales. So the first product I'm going to talk about is Cigna's accident program. The Cigna programs, the first three, Cigna underwrites the accident, cancer, and the critical illness programs. The accident programs are very attractive to people who are active, kids that participate in high school sports or any sport for that matter, or just people in general that, are active out and about. You'll see that there's a basic, there's a plus, and there's an enhanced. The difference between these you can see is what the benefit levels are. And as you increase the benefit levels, obviously the premium goes up. The other thing you can look at is the occupational class guide. You can look at these and you can change that right here. You can very easily just add different benefits, hit recalculate, and it'll recalculate each one of these. You can add a cancer or heart benefit to each of the different accident programs. May or may not want to advise you do that. And the reason I say that is that when you look at the cancer plans, you always want to check with you always want to stick with the Cigna products for anything that has flexible choice in it. So it's the same for the cancer coverage and also the heart and stroke coverage. In cancer, amazingly, it now impacts almost 1 in 2 men and 1 in 3 women. So I would just really, really encourage you to talk about cancer policies to your clients. It really helps them through a difficult time. The survival rate is very high, and there's a really, really big need for it in the marketplace. What better than to give somebody a $20,000 check right when they're diagnosed with cancer to get them through that difficult time? I always suggest that you put in the reoccurrence rider. You can see it doesn't really do that much to the rate, and then the return of premium rider as well. And the dental plans, basically I said earlier that the network is going to dictate what dental plan it is. You can use the drop-down menu here. This is Ohio. Spirit Dental actually has a plan that has a $5,000 maximum. So the Spirit plan has no waiting periods for any of the benefits. They phase in over 3 years, but it covers implants, ortho, and right away with no waiting period, $1 max. Disability we have on here, just to draw attention to it, it's fully underwritten, but it starts a conversation. There's an easy quote tool that you have here that you can use. Conversation. Hospital indemnity is IHC's products. For every one of these, there's gap and care access, identity theft, Legal Shield. We use Legal Shield. It compares very, very favorable to LifeLock and other competitors for only $9.95 a month. Legal services is also Legal Shield. $300 a year basically is the cost for 1 hour of an attorney for all of these services. We have various life options, both final expense, whole life, AD&D. The short-term medical, we use IHC for short-term medical, and it also has the Fusion product built into it as well. If you'd like to look at that, that's a combination of short-term medical and an indemnity product. We have the student loan refinance on here. It's not a commissionable product, but we're doing this to drive people to the portal in hopes that once they see this, they have an interest and they can see some of the other products. One of my favorite products on the portal is the telemedicine product through Alley Health. Alley Health uses the MD Live engine. It's the best in the industry, generally only available to 1,000 lives and up. To me, this is a pure, personally, a convenience item. You can buy the product for $99.95 a year or $11.95 a month, but it covers all your non-emergency doctor visits. All you need is a phone. There's an app that goes on your phone, and you can access the doctor over your phone via a phone interview or a video conference. The key to this is there's no fee once you pay the premium, and this is for everybody that's in the household. Also, if there's kids away at college, it covers them. It covers anybody in the household, and this is just a fantastic product for anybody that has a high deductible health plan, or even if you have a health plan and you're real busy and you don't want to take the time to make a doctor's appointment or leave your home or office. I had a friend of mine that used her telemedicine on her plan the other day, and there was a $40 copay on it. Well, it doesn't really do any good to use the telemedicine if the insurance company is going to charge you a copay, and it took 5 hours to call back. This also includes the medical bill negotiation and the discount health services. Travel, it's Tokyo Marine. They have 4 different programs depending on the situation. So if somebody's just traveling overseas, they can use the travel plan. If it's students, they can use the Student Secure. If you have a person that makes multiple trips in a year, they can do the multiple trip. Or if it's a church group or some other type of group that's traveling, they can use the Atlas group. And the vision, again, anybody with eyeglasses should buy a vision plan because you will get your money back. And on the vision plan in Ohio, as an example, in Columbus, if you don't have any coverage, it's going to cost you somewhere in the neighborhood of $500 to $600 for your exam, frames, and lenses. The best plan that we have is a VSP plan. It has frames, lenses, and exams each year. It's $1,634 a month, so roughly $200 a year in premium. Even if you upgrade another $150, if you get, specialty lenses and designer frames, let's say you spend another $150, you're still going to be better off. You have $350 out of pocket, including your premium, as opposed to, $600 if you didn't have any coverage at all. I'm going to X out of here right now, and I'm going to go back to the home page. I want to show you just a couple other things. We're almost done, so I appreciate your time. There's a good resource right here. It's the NBC product stateability chart. So depending on what state you're in, you can see what products are available to you. And we try to keep this updated as much as possible. So please use this. There's a wealth of information out here, and we continue to add additional information. So if you go into the support area, there's a couple of things I want to draw your attention to. Again, the product overview that's on the home page. But I mentioned that we use SureLC, and SureLC is an online licensing portal. And I mentioned before that what you have to do is you have to log in. And once you log in, you hit the new user. This document here shows you step by step on what you need to do to get appointed with the carrier. So please use this as a resource. We probably get more inquiries about the licensing process than anything. And once you get all your information in here and all the tabs at the bottom, you'll see when you go into the system, all the tabs at the bottom have to have a check mark. Then all you need is your EFT information, your and your scan to get all that done. Then you can do your appointment request. And after you do this, again, this is going to be the most tedious process that you go through. But once you do that, it's very, very simple to request appointments. I'm going to jump back here to the main screen again. And we continue to evaluate new carriers and products each and every day. And we welcome your comments and your suggestions. Please contact us. You can use this tab right here to do so. Ryan, Luke, and myself are more than willing to help in any way possible. You can email us or you can call. And in closing, I realize we're asking you to change the way you do business in many ways, but trust me, your clients really appreciate the effort and the additional value you're bringing them. and you will separate yourself from your competitors. Think of your clients that have experienced difficult times in the past few months and think how you could have helped them with one of the products on mybenefitscomparison.com. And think about all the people you have the ability to help in the future. As our homepage says, give yourself an unfair advantage. Thank you for participating in our webinar. Please let us know how we can serve you, and thank you for your business.